Okay, now you get to see my mask, by the way. I'm the head coach of the Armenia Spartans, the American football team here in Hanover. So this is what our little logo looks like, by the way. Now we're walking around inside the main train station. Not so busy today. I've seen it busier. But you see, inside, you can see it looks pretty modern compared to the exterior. Have nice little perfume shops if you want, Douglas. But it has a lot of different stores. You know, it's busy, but not so busy. And it kind of fits Hanover, you know. It's a big city, but not a big city, like a town. Or at least a small town feel. But if we would go up, the railways are upstairs, so you can get to different cities by taking different railways upstairs. They have 14 different tracks, so the main train station is quite big. And downstairs, you have also a couple other stores, some places to eat, and then you have the subway system. So if I would come into the city, if I'm not walking, I'm going to take the subway to the main train station, then I'll walk into the city center. You can see it's quite big, quite busy, people moving around. But it's nice for a train station in Germany, pretty nice. I've been in busier ones, and I've also been in a lot smaller ones from New York, so I like it kind of busy, not too crowded, not moving around a little bit. Okay, looks like we're in luck. It's also the farmer's market in this side of town. Where we are, it's called List. It's the area of Hanover, one of my favorite parts of Hanover. You can see when we walk around. Also, I guess my favorite parts of Hanover have to do with the buildings and the architecture. But in here we have a farmer's market, a little bit more crowded than the one we saw at the market hall. Or at the market church. And at the farmer's market you have everything from cheese, meats. You can see behind me they're selling cheese, different meats, vegetables, fruit, vegetables, milk. I mean everything. You get everything at the farmer's market. Well, it's pretty cool here. And on a nice day like today, you can see you got a good amount of people walking around. As we go through List, I mean, it's a little bit closed off now, but when we get a little bit further, you get to see the different type of buildings. And it's a lot different than what you would see in America. The buildings are a lot older, have a lot different style, and it gives you a different feel. See, with Corona, the lines are a little bit long, a little bit spread out, but it's still going on even though we have these difficult times. And you can see people are just a regular day in Hanover. You know, just doing their daily shopping, but which is a little cool, not at the supermarket. Outside, a little bit more expensive, but the food you can see is a little bit fresher. Smells a lot nicer. The smells here are great. And if you even want, you could get a great cup of coffee. I think I might get a little coffee later. But right now, we're going to finish walking through. I think there's a milk place up here. I once talked to the farmer. If I wanted to go to his farm to get milk, it would be 100 kilometers away, which I guess is about 60, 70 miles. I'm not sure. So people come from all over the region to do their farmer's market here in Hanover. As I said, Hanover has about 500,000 people, so you can get, and the different areas of the city have the farmer markets on different days. So it's pretty good business, I suppose. Hope you guys can get a good look. I gotta do some shopping, gotta get some vegetables. After this, I think I'll go do some shopping myself. Oh, and here's the milk guy coming up. Now, I'm not a big milk drinker, but every time I walk by, it makes me want to buy the milk just because the milk looks so good. You know. And before, if you anything about Germany, you have to know is bratwurst. Right behind me is a bratwurst stand. Bratwurst are just basically sausages. They're great. When I first moved to Germany, every time I would go back from America or come back from America, the first thing I would do is get a bratwurst, put a little mustard on it. It's a great meal. And before we leave this farmer's market, you guys can see the milk. The milk looks really, really good, doesn't it? Yeah, if I was a big milk drinker, I would be getting some milk right now. Guys get to see a of you just walking through the city right now. You hear the music, a live action day. This is, I would say, a regular day in this neighborhood if it's good weather. You have some people outside playing music, giving a little atmosphere. Here's the local train station or local subway station straight ahead. And this is a German little restaurant. Not a restaurant, you know, it's a little butcher, but you could get some food, and it has classic German meat. We talked about bratwurst earlier. You'll find bratwurst, schnitzel you'll find in there. But it's classic German, I would say, classic German food.